I should remind you guys that you guys only have 4 picks in total. I mean, you can give 6 picks.
Oh, we only have 4 picks.
Yeah, we can.
Do you even care about the story then?
Well, we tell him to get to hold off of 6 of them,
That's
so that
true.
when 2 of those still get picked, we still have options.
Okay. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
But it does have an impact. It does affect impact on your pick order because
it does. I think we should go for. Personally, I think we should go for Count Nibley. Then we should pick Island.
Yeah.
And then we should just go Jerain and Ila.
Yeah. So that means you're skipping Starry altogether?
I am skipping Starry altogether because according to our list, he's not as good as the other 2.
Yeah, I like skipping. If we have the option of skipping Starry, I'd prefer to skip Starry and get the 4 that we have rated higher. Right. But we still, if we're giving a list to Edwin, we should still give him a. We should still give him
should be on the list.
Oh, you know what we should do? We should pick 2 really shitty players.
Why?
Because
in case we're wrong about his.
We should, or someone steals it. We should pick like Eufred.
Let's do the autistic guy. Because he's someone you could be very unsure about. So if we pick him, he thinks we're onto something.
Oh, Francois. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Francois. Yeah, Clayton. Yeah, fine.
And then what we do is Alberto. You can probably, while mentioning this list, pronounce it in such a way that you're kind of giving away who our real picks are. And then of course you twist this a little.
What I can do is make some notes and then drop them.
Well, we should yeah.
Hang on.
How obvious is that? Then again, we have notes from others that we trust to be their options, which could very well be misdirection as well.
Yep.
So in that sense,
I should put Fred Filtfoot on there as well, even though he's pretty good. We need at least one pretty good one on that list.
Yeah. So I'm just putting together.
But wait, if we're making that list, we should put Rocket and Farbranch on 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, we should. You're right. So our fake list has Rocket in
1.
Has Farbranch in the first. Sorry, has Farbranch in the number 1 slot, Rocket in the 2nd slot, and we have Eufred.
Who are we dropping this to? Who are we dropping this to? Because if we're dropping it to Edwin,
I mean, this is just a random list I might drop somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should drop the list. I get drunk faster than you two.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
It depends on whether it's visible that you're doing so, because in that case, the ability of misdirection might be.
Oh, that's fine. But I'm planning on getting absolutely wasted, gobsmacked, and then accidentally forgetting about the whole plan and still dropping it.
That sounds like a great plan.
I mean, it's a bit too late to get drunk because we've been out sneaking, right?
Yeah, you probably
seen me try.
At this point, you guys probably have to go to sleep, and it will be the next morning pretty quick. So you can drop the list somewhere next day. Yeah. But admittingly, they probably won't have that much time to adjust their plans. So they'll have to, on the fly, adjust to it.
All right.
No, it's more of a thing I want to possibly drop if I need to.
Yeah, sounds good. Shall we go to the next day?
We should.
Yes.
All right. Right. When you wake up, it's the day of the draft. This is the moment everything has been building up to. You've done your research and you have a plan. There's a tense atmosphere in the Kienbaum. The few people you see on the street seem uneasy as well, as if the draft will directly impact them. The air is colder than it has been the last few days, perhaps winter's last push against the coming of summer. Drops of dew drip from the plants and flowers planted in the gardens you pass as you head to the Kienbaum Stadium.
All right.
So,
before we go, I'll have my usual morning routine where I go over my spell book and figure out what spells to do today. I'll do that on the fly in a moment. And also, I will gaze into my bowl of water and see what the day has in store for us.
Yes.
I have the feeling today is going to be a good day.
Alrighty then.
I have foreseen it.
As I have my
Good
coffee
things
and
will
a
happen.
croissant.
Great. That is nice.
Yes.
So, you guys, shall we just go to the stadium and I'll move you guys on. You go to the stadium and you are led to the grand meeting hall. The grand meeting hall of the stadium is packed. Behind a red rope, a mass of people stands, excited Blood Bowl fans who eagerly await the outcome of the draft. Many of them are shouting names, showing their support for one specific player or another. Inside the roped area, on one side stands the 52 players who are eligible to be chosen. A few of them seem out of place. A room even this large is too small for creatures such as Farbranch and Eatsmush. But most of the players that are being drafted are human, and most of the humans look extremely tense. And you can almost hear their hearts beating just by looking at them. At the other side stand 6 tables for the scouts for each team and a small podium. On the podium behind a large wooden lectern stands Adi Andlem. He is wearing a purple suit and often passes people nervous smiles as they enter. The other scouts are gathering at their respective tables. Most of them are preoccupied. But Edwin takes the time to nod at you.
I'm gonna go over because we need to give him our list, right?
Right.
The real one.
Yeah, the one we don't want him to pick.
He looks at you and says, you still want to go through with the deal?
Yeah, it seems it seems like a fine enough deal.
Yes.
We would like you to
Good.
Pass list.
He shakes your hand and he says, it's bad for business to go back on your deals, so you can believe that I'll keep my word.
Mm-hmm. I need to, of course, say hi to the adjudicator or the guy in charge.
Adi.
Yeah, exactly.
He high fives probably.
I bet you he's somewhere else that I have to walk past. So I might accidentally drop a list somewhere.
Oh yes, because he is at the small podium, and so you have to walk past the other tables as you go there.
So sleight of hand or deception, I guess, or both.
I think sleight of hand would work for this. That's
okay. How good am I at that? Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Is it though?
I mean, it kind of depends on the roll, but
well, it takes forever to roll the die for some reason. I don't know why.
Weird.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It does take a while. All right. Well, I mean, you probably won't convince everyone with it, but
no, but we've seen some of these people's picks, and they're not that smart.
No, it takes one sucker, I suppose.
The halfling jump on it.
So you come to the stage, and Adi sees you. Ah, Alberto, my friend.
Hello. Good morning.
It's
How
the
you
best.
doing?
Today, it's all what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Today, it's all built up to. Are you excited?
It's a big day. Yeah. Well, it'll be fun. Hopefully.
It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. And you're hopefully going to pick some great players.
I mean, we're only going to be. The plan has always been to only pick great players. So that shouldn't be an issue. Hopefully, we get an early pick because that's definitely going to help out. I think there's some competition for the best players at the top.
It's up to luck, but I've got a feeling you guys are pretty lucky.
Well, I mean,
wow.
Yes, probably,
Yes.
possibly.
So that should be fine.
Why do you even try, Siegfried?
I thought we had a deal.
And Adi says, well, we should probably get things on the way. So
Yes.
I'll talk to you afterwards.
Yep, yeah, I'll go back to my table.
All right. Adi looks at everyone and says, all right, people, thank you for coming. And we're going to get the first Teambound Talent Day vote is about to start, or I should say draft. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry, gentlemen and ladies. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to draw one team out of the bag, and this team can pick first, and then the second team, and so on and so on. So before I do that, I have a Priest of Nuffle to bless the draw. A Priest of Nuffle walks up to the stage.
This is the part where we're talking to shit by the guys.
He rolls a few dice into the bag, and he nods to Adi. There you go. We've been blessed by Nuffle himself. Now we can begin. And he reaches into the bag and is about to pick the first team. And at this point, sorry.
I did cast Mage Armor this morning because it's a day thing.
Right. At this point, the halfling who is standing between the players to be chosen, Fred Philfoot, steps forward. And he says, "Hold up! Before you start this, there's something you should know. I'm Fred Philfoot, and I'm the best halfling the sport has ever seen. You should all pick me. You should all choose halflings. Together we're going to destroy all the larger races. You will see. We'll change the sport. Especially you halflings. You should know I'm the best thing for you." You see that the halflings are looking a bit uncertain at each other.
Oh.
Shameless self-promotion. I like that guy.
To be fair, he is the best halfling I've ever seen.
Yeah. Is that hard, though?
I mean, no. They're not really made for the sport now, are they?
No.
Well, Adi says, "Well, thank you for the interesting speech, Fred. Now get back in line." Sorry, everyone. I hope that didn't bother you.
No.
Okay, good.
I like a little spunk in my players.
Good. Yes, so do I. And he draws the first team. And as you sort of might expect, it is the Debt Collectors. And Edwin says, "Oh, wow. That is good. Well, I'll go with Farbranch. And I have a description for Farbranch. Farbranch, a huge creature, towers above all the others. It has long wooden limbs. At a certain point, the treeman's body is covered with darker, sturdier-looking wood, which might function as armor. There are blue glowing plants going from joints that seem to be decorative in nature. The treeman doesn't really seem to engage with anyone else and just walks over to Edwin after he's been chosen.
So Edwin did not pick the player he said he was going to pick.
Well, true. But he picked one of the two players he said he wanted.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but maybe he has other lists as well.
So,
Adi says, Rockets.
That's a good pick, I think. And you see that all the others are kind of looking a bit bothered by it. They almost all wanted Farbranch on their team. And he says, "Well,
I can see Alberto's face thinking about Rocket right now."
No, so the issue is we can't pick Rocket because we also told Edwin who we wanted him not to pick. So if we break on our pick order, he's going to poach all our players.
And he hasn't said anything about actually picking first, more that he would want that one for us not to pick.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fair. I'm gonna look slightly annoyed, but fair enough.
Yeah.
So, Adi reaches into the bag and draws the second team, and it is Lenkster Shield.
Oh, yes.
Whoop. So, I have a bit of more description to go between as the next picks come around. So, the Island Firebringer. Among the crowd of players, you notice a young elven woman with flowing green hair. She has golden jewelry on her ears, head, and around her wrists. She wears a Kienbaum cheerleading outfit. Eileen is in one word gorgeous, but she has a somewhat airheaded quality about her. You have learned that Eileen is Kainda's younger sister. Kainda is one of the people who appears on the Oostland competition when they talk about the sport. The two have something of a rivalry. While everyone seems nervous, Eileen is occupied with interacting with the fans. The fans, in turn, are losing their shit. Some of them clearly not knowing how they should react to the given attention.
A fan favorite, eh?
Mm-hmm. And I'll also take the time to describe Rocket, who's also standing between the crowd.
And I guess Count Nibley as well, since that's our first pick.
It might be. I'm not sure what you guys are going for. You're going with Nibley?
Yeah, we made a list in sheet 2 on that thing.
All right. Count Nibley, tall and pale. This man has dark hair that is stroked back with plenty of gel. He wears an expensive decorated red blazer with ruffled poet shirt underneath. He has matching red pants, shoes, and even red walking staff. Most of the players are crowded together, but everyone gives Nibley his personal space. His hands are placed on top of his cane as he calmly awaits the votes. So, you guys pick Nibley?
Yep.
We'll take the bloodsucker, thank you.
You know what I'd love? For Nibley to go, it's Nibley. And walk towards us.
Yeah, I like that actually. He says, it's Nibley, and he kind of throws his cane a little bit in the air, catches it, and then walks over towards you. And
hooray!
Nods to you, and he says, clear you know talent when you see it, gentlemen.
I nod, agreeing.
All right.
Blood pack?
Well, what were you talking about, good sir?
If it works, it works. It's good.
Don't talk to the players anymore, Siegfried.
He kind of goes under his coat a little bit and
sips, nibbles.
So the pick order continues. Most of the teams, when you pick Count Nibley, they seem to be fair enough. I think that's a fair pick. Though the halflings are laughing quite loudly after.
Because we didn't pick Filthfoot.
And everyone says, everyone knows that vampires are no good.
Vampires suck.
Oh dear God.
So they picked next, and they say, well, we'll take Gurk, the big ogre, because ogres are strong.
Makes sense.
And Fred is basically losing his shit. He says, I'm a halfling, damn it! Come on, halflings are no good at this sport.
Yeah. If I ran a halfling team, I would not be hiring halflings either, to be honest.
So then Slaves Region 2 District 2 goes, and they choose Eatsmush, the troll, and 30-day free trial picks Yefruit.
Yefruit, cool.
And Haunted Forest picks Belena.
Shit, they're going according to their lists.
That's so weird.
That's awesome. That means we're actually... So, yeah, because if everyone follows the list, then our plan is actually working.
I'm afraid.
Until, of course, the guy we have a deal with stabs us in the back.
Yeah, that's the part I'm afraid about.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. Starry is on your list, right?
Yeah, he's our 5th pick. So, yes, it's on our list.
All right. Well, you see Edwin thinking about it, and he says, well,
if you pick Starry,
I'll go with Rocket.
Okay.
And also I have a description of Rocket. Rocket is a very muscular man with a large smile that is almost always on display. Rocket is hard to miss. He wears an unmarked Blood Bowl uniform that is black and white. He has trimmed beard, blonde hair, and blue eyes. Out of all the humans, Rocket is probably the most confident looking, with a straight back and his head held up high. Just like Eileen, he engages with the crowd, but he isn't quite as obvious about it as the elf. For the most part, he meets the eyes of the fans and smiles at them, which is enough to receive a huge reaction. All right, so it's your guys' pick.
Yeah, we already have our number 2.
Yeah, Eileen.
All right.
I say, come on, Eileen.
Someone had to make a joke.
Yeah.
So Eileen smiles and hops over to you and says, good job picking me. That was such a good idea. I mean, I'm obviously the best player. So, I mean, Come on.
In fact, according to our list, yes, you are.
Yes, yes.
You're also gonna make us a lot of money because fans will be following you everywhere.
Yeah, that's part of why I'm great.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
I like her. She's honest.
I look at her appraisingly and nod.
She kind of doesn't seem to mind so much as some girls. So, let's see. The picks continue. Bull is picked by YOLO Tribe. And here I need to make a quick adjustment. Slaves region picks Kennelly.
Oh.
And
they do not pick Starry?
No, they don't.
Oh.
They don't.
Maybe they found our note.
Well, let's see. Am I right about that? Actually, Region 2. No, you're right. Region 2 picks Starry. I had to make a bit of adjustments there. So they pick Starry, and yeah, all right. Everything is back the way I imagined it would go. A 30-day free trial picks the Orc Tiramisu, which is a bit of a surprise, to be honest.
Because it's a male orc?
It's a male orc.
Then again, they don't technically have a gender.
I suppose that's true.
Really?
I've lectured you on this. Do you not pay attention?
No.
Haunted
No
Forest
wonder you're an idiot.
Kennelly.
Haunted for okay.
So that's someone relatively far down the list. And then the debt collectors get to pick again. And
now things get interesting.
They pick Geronimo.
Oh,
Geronimo!
Okay.
Man of his word, huh?
That's interesting.
Like it.
Yeah, so he's one of the promising young people that were locally trained from a very young age, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
The big question then is, do we go according to our pick order? And I guess we do.
Yeah, I think that's smartest plan.
You guys only have two
We
picks
only
left.
only have money for 4 players, and that's what we should have done. We should have wheedled 50k out of the debt collectors because they're super rich, and then we could have hired 5.
Oh, that would have been neat too.
Yeah.
Okay, are we going for Durain or are we going for Ela? Because Durain might be rated higher since no one likes Ela.
That's true.
Oh, fair point. Do we know anything? Does Durain feature on any of these lists?
He does not feature on the 3 lists that we have.
And we
neither does Ela.
We trust Edwin not to pick him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
well,
at least
Ela,
one team that
but
could do it.
Ela actively performed poorly for us, and Durain might have actually been spotted by someone. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
So we're going for Durain?
Yes.
All right, you picked Durain. And I have a description for him as well. Let's see. Durain. A man in his late teens with wild blonde hair, dressed in a dark shirt with a brown jacket over it. During the practice match, he moved quickly and with purpose, and he has an intimidating determination about him. Durain is making a point to try and take up as much room as possible in the group. Most of the others are willing to just give it to him. So, Durain walks up and says, don't get why I wasn't picked first, but whatever.
Jesus Christ.
These guys all have big ego, but,
But this guy we knew was... it's going to be interesting to see the synergy between Durain and Ela if everything goes according to plan.
We'll just team up Durain with Niblay and Ela with Aileen, and it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the other picks. I mean, do you guys find it incredibly interesting? I'll look at some interesting picks that are made.
I mostly want to know whether no one picks Ela before we do. That's the main thing.
No one picks Ela. That
and I mean, we're interested in what the debt collectors pick, and I think 30-day free trial, because why not?
So for viewers who don't have access to the list, it might be good to summarize. We did an excellent job in figuring out how we would rank order the players, so we know very well who the best ones are. And we're only able to get 4. There's a very definitive top 6, and all 4 of our picks are from that top 6.
Yeah.
So that is that things really, really went the way we wanted.
Yes. I think so too. No one picks Ela, and I think that the other picks are not too interesting. But the debt collectors pick Hernando, and 30-day free trial picks Birgit.
Okay.
And so you guys,
yeah. So no one picks the autistic guy.
Devereaux, right?
Francois or something.
Yeah,
Francois Clayton.
No one's picked him yet. No.
Then we're picking Ela and being really happy about it.
Yes. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
I guess other teams have more money and can hire more of these, though, right?
Yes. Ela is a tall, athletic-looking woman with fiery red hair in her late teens. She is dressed in a loose short shirt and shorts. She has a striking appearance with a thick line of mascara underneath her eyes and 2 dark painted lines running from her eyes down her cheeks. Ela is in the back of the group, leaning on her right leg with her arms crossed. She momentarily meets your eyes as you look over the players. The look she gives you says, "You better keep your promise." Which you do.
Yeah.
This would have such a weird session if we just messed up every promise we made.
Well,
that could have made us some enemies for sure.
When you pick her, she smiles and walks over to your team and nods to the others.
I shake your hand and apologize for having to pick Durain beforehand, but we felt like you perform better together when you have someone to be annoyed at.
Ah, interesting.
And you did a really good job in making sure they didn't pick you. So kudos for that.
Exactly.
Well,
if we ever need someone to do a Schwalbe, then we know who to go to.
Oh dear God.
Besides, I mean, Durain's ego really needs it. So Durain kind of looks at all of you a bit annoyed. Says, "I don't know what this is about, but during practice I smoked you."
Yes.
Yes, absolutely
you did. Durain, you're great.
Yes. I pointed naively and Island. They're better, but you're great.
I mean, what's so great about them?
God, have some goals, dude.
She's an. Everyone loves her.
If you really want a better insight, into why they're so good, we have a book that can you read?
Eileen says, "Well, if you gentlemen don't mind, I can help explain things."
Please.
She gets on your table and she says, "Everyone here, can you explain why I'm so great?" And the fan, they basically go crazy and they start shouting all sorts of stuff. And Durain kind of just looks confused.
I look at him and see his confusion and just shrug. Like, oh, okay.
She says, "Look, the people love me. That's why I'm so great."
I move over to Alexei. She's like you, but worse.
She's not like me at all. I have no kids.
All right. So, a little thing that I thought would be fun to do is that now that you guys have your players, I also made their stats as players, which really doesn't do much, but might be fun.
Sure thing.
Before we look at that, is there any we can only afford to buy 4 players,
right?
Yes.
Are there any bargains at the end?
Well, the way it works is that basically after 4 picks, all the other teams are basically like, okay, well, that's everyone we wanted. But except for the debt collectors, and they basically buy 4 more players.
Because I'm kind of
really
I'm okay with offering Fred a slot, but we can't pay him.
Fred does get picked.
Damn it!
And does Xearjar get picked?
Yes, he also gets picked.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, Edwin played it right. He, I think he gave us more than he got from us.
Yeah. I honestly think that he might not have rated Island as high.
Yeah.
No. I think it's also like if you can afford to buy 8, you don't necessarily have to be that good at judging talent.
True.
Well, anyway, he gets a few more of the promising human players at the end, and with that, in total, let's see, 6 times 4 is 24, plus 4 is 28. So 28 players got chosen, and the others will basically go back to
train some more.
Well, no, they will go to the capital, where they will serve the Empire.
That does not sound nearly as much fun as playing Blood Bowl.
No. And they will probably serve it mostly by being practice opponents for the Reichland Reavers, which will probably rip them apart.
This is where journeymen come from. Journeymen and mercenaries are these guys. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah. They're constantly put on the line of skirmish where they're blocked into pieces.
Oh, I feel bad now.
Yeah.
Do you though?
It sucks for them. I think I'll do the stats for the players later because I realize there's something else I want to get to, and I'm not sure how much time it will take. So, and I'd rather get to it before it gets too late.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's the orphan.
No, it's not. So,
oh God, no, not the guys. No.
As it's kind of wrapping up, and the first people are preparing to leave, a figure shambles into the room. Almost immediately after his entrance, a thick stench spreads through the area. The man has a sickly skin with a greenish tan to it. He looks around him and says, "Hello, it's great that we can recruit players here."
So the DM is sick and decides to introduce a Nurgle character. Okay, cool.
Wait, what?
Well, I did say that today's team would be sickness. So anyway, or was it disease? Anyway, he says, "We really need a few new players, so we're really happy that we were allowed to get some new players here."
Oh, this is the halfling coach? No.
No.
I mean, we did make them sick.
You don't recognize him, at least.
I have no idea who this person is. Do I have any idea?
He's just a disgusting-looking guy for as much as you know.
But there were independent scouts here, right?
Well, yes. Adi kind of looks disgusted and says, "What is this? You're disgusting. Just leave." And he says, and the man kind of just moves up to Adi a little bit and says, "But we're here to get players, and I thought it was all right." And no. Adi is kind of like, "No, stay away, you disgusting creature." I don't know if you guys do anything.
I'm confused.
Well,
does he look dangerous at all? Can I mean,
he looks incredibly diseased. So
yeah. So even I know exactly what he's up to.
Wow.
He's here to recruit new players, and for him that means infecting people.
Okay. Is he by himself?
He is by now. For now, yes.
I move our new team members of our team back.
Exactly.
All right. Since you guys are not directly doing anything against this guy, as you guys,
I do want to, but I wanted to know first whether. So I wanted to see what he was doing. But if he's going to infect people outside of this organization, then I'm going to stop him. I cast Hold Person.
All right. Let's see a check. Oh no, he needs to roll a save, right?
I think so. I haven't cast a spell before, so I assume he has to call. He has to roll. Ooh, that's not
good
a
or
very
bad?
good save.
Thanks for him.
I look at the confused and secret. Do I hit him?
Well, before, as you're kind of confused, someone else steps in. It's the guy from the Empire who spoke the day earlier. And he steps forward, and his sword starts glowing. And he swings with his sword, cuts the creature in half.
Don't let it splatter you.
And the dead creature falls to the ground. And almost instantly after it's fallen to the ground, a stench spreads from its body.
Back off now.
I say.
Oh, I leave.
I command my team. Hold your breath and get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens next is you guys get out of there. There's a lot of shouting and screaming going on as everyone kind of realizes that they need to leave. And you run out, and as you run out, you start to realize that the screaming isn't only coming from inside this building, but it's also coming from other places in the town.
Oh shit!
They don't need that many players.
Okay.
They're making their own league.
Do we have any business here? And did we already pay?
The payments will be
pick up the
arranged later. So,
Okay. Orphanage.
What about it?
I start running.
Oh,
Is he
dear
going to
God.
set fire to the orphanage?
I think he's gonna eat the kids.
Okay, so the rest of us should probably just go get our stuff so
Yes.
we can leave now.
Yes.
Do the players have everything they need, or do they have to pick things up? And also, is the vampire smoking? Because we're outside. Right? And it's
well, when you come outside, the vampire
Does he pops an umbrella?
he kind of gets a coat which he throws over his head.
okay, good.
And he says, "I'm not too fond of this weather."
No, it's too clammy, right? Like it's clammy. It's like it's not too hot, not too cold. It's just clammy.
My character just really okay. This is all great, and the weather is weird, but we should just
should leave. Yes.
When you're outside, you quickly realize that it's a bad idea not to stick together. There's chaos all over the place, and it's very dangerous. There's infected Nurgle creatures all about, trying to infect people.
Jesus. Can I use medicine to know if for my character to know if he can at least kick him out of the way if he...
You can roll a medicine check, yes. Yes,
I can cure them now.
You're pretty sure that you could fight them.
All right. Because I need to get them away from the players.
And us.
Right.
Yes, but if they come up, I'm going to at least protect the players. They're our most valuable asset at the moment.
Okay. So you guys had to get your stuff. Is that what you're going to do together? And then maybe the orphanage, or?
As far as I know, our good friend Siegfried left and ran towards the orphanage.
Yeah, and then I saw all kinds of monsters around me, and I'm like, I might need some help!
Yeah.
All right.
I think so. Ela says to you guys, can't we try to save the people here?
I'm pretty sure the city is lost, as I say. There are too many of these creatures here, and if they touch you and you get diseased, I'm sorry, but right now you're property of Lenkster Shield, and my boss is not going to like it if I use you to defend the city.
So, you guys want to get to your...
This is their home, though. Yeah.
I know, but I need to get them to safety. I'm willing to go back in and try and save some people, but I need to get them to safety first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I took responsibility for my apprentice, though. I need to go and get him.
Yes.
At a certain point, you guys get to the town square, where there's all sorts of chaos going on. And at this point, you basically have to fight to get through. So, we are here, and I'll get you guys there as well. Here we are. Hello! Do you see what I see?
I don't know what I'm seeing.
Yes. Hey, everything just works, except Nafmi and Allard are flipped again, so let me fix that.
All right. So
Are there poles?
those things are actually very thick trees, bushes.
All right.
So there's a lot going on on this map. I think I can click somewhere, and yes, you guys see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's a lot going on. Hold on. There we go. So over here are your players.
Yeah.
Over here are you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here is a group of Nurgle creatures that wants to give you an invitation to join their team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
And
Effectively.
all over the place there are people, trying to fight for their lives, like here and here and there, and they're doing, not so well, but they're not dead yet, so that's good.
Oh dear God! Do I need to make a moral check because?
No, I mean, I think that's just up to you. There's a lot of stuff here to explain as well. There are large bushes which kind of block the view a little bit. Then there is a higher area, like a loading area here.
I don't see
with
where
a
you're pointing, though.
No, you don't see anything happen?
You need to zoom out a bit.
Yeah.
Like here? You see it?
Hold up. Oh, that's in. Oh, that's way bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's a bit bigger. So over here there's a large cart which is on a higher platform. The area with the arrows, there's actually a sort of ramp which the cart could go down. Around here there were a few stands which have been thrown over, and you can smell the stench of burnable materials from it. So it's oil or things like that.
All right.
Cool. These are just a bunch of crates, and these areas here, which kind of have these dotted regions, they are wooden structures, which are kind of like a second floor. You can get underneath them, but you can also get on top of them, in theory.
So like stands?
Yeah.
Or a podium. Okay.
Kind of like a podium, but you can go up or you can... They're not really made to go on top of it, but it's not that hard.
Okay, Allard, these creatures right here, I'm trying to... Like, above our players, are those enemies?
Those are enemies as well. The way I figured that we were going to do this at the first part is that your players are going to deal with these guys. They're capable fighters,
All right.
obviously. And,
just to streamline things a little, that sounds good.
Exactly. And as long as you guys don't interact with these other groups, they won't activate. They'll just go as I've already predetermined. But the moment you guys start interacting with groups, I'll basically add them to the initiative and they'll start acting differently than I had decided beforehand.
All right.
So that's the way it is. And I think I also have, if everything still works, is this it? Yes. Do you guys see this? Do you see a turn order?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So
Who's Pestigor? Because he just rolled really high.
Yeah, that's Pestigor. He's over here.
He's with us, right?
No, he's not.
Nope.
He's not. He's not with you.
Oh, damn.
The Pestigor is basically like. Do you know what a beastman looks like, Nafmi?
I have an image in my mind.
It's got hooves, it's got horns, it's got a goat face, but it walks on two legs, and it's got arms. Sometimes more than two.
The Pestigor is basically like that, only it is a diseased, hideous creature, even more than the beastmen themselves are. And its belly basically looks like it's about to explode with pus coming out of it.
Cool.
So, nice.
Yeah. My character just cusses, and then because this Pestigor guy and this, are there at any point actual civilians in danger right now, except for our players?
Well, yeah, a lot actually. Over here, there are civilians.
All right, that's where I'm going.
And actually, among them, let me see, which one was it? Yeah, here we go. Right, that's... I'm not sure. Yes, I think so. Yes. As you guys are here, from here you hear someone familiar shout. And it's Adi, actually. Adi shouts to you and says, friends, I'm in a little bit of trouble.
All right.
All right. So, let's roll initiative for you guys.
All right, just for my sake again, alert. Initiative, where's that? That is this button.
Yes, I think you select your character and then you roll initiative.
I can't select my character.
Oh, you can't?
No, I can't select anything.
He rolls things manually, so you'd have to edit it then.
Oh, look how fast I am!
But I'm pretty sure that I can give you rights to this character because you should have the rights to it. Hold on. But you can move your token, right?
No.
No?
Wait, hang on. Select move. Let me see. Nope. I'm stuck in... no, I cannot.
I think you can assign the character to him, though.
Yeah, maybe I need to assign it to Alberto. Hold on. I think represents character Alberto. Save changes. And then you should be able to move it.
No, that's...
Name, edit, see... Technical difficulties. Yes. Weird. Maybe because I had selected it. Maybe that's the problem.
Or maybe because cKnoor doesn't have a character sheet in the game?
Well, he does have one, actually.
Yeah, it's just not in it. I can draw on the map. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so how about we use this time as a short break and then see if we can fix these difficulties? Sounds like a plan?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, fine.
So, for those of you on YouTube, thanks a lot for watching us successfully get the best players ever, and stay tuned for the next episode where we will try to keep them alive and uninfected. Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to leave it a thumbs up at the bottom. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos, do check out the channel and hit subscribe on your top right.